tribe. How are you doing? I hope you are all good, staying safe. So today I want to show you how you can grow some vegetables and greens quickly at home with very easy methods. Now these methods are not going to provide you enough food at your home during lockdown. You will definitely need to source the vegetables and fruits from the grocery or nearby shops. But basically, if you follow these methods, this will reduce some of your grocery trips, reduce your risk of going out, and that's why I want to share that with you. Plus, it's so much fun to see what can you grow at home, either in the water or in the soil, and it's very exciting if you have kids around or even on your own to experiment and see what success you get through these methods. So let's start. First, I will be sharing tips for growing food from seeds. So some of the seeds I want to show you how most of the households have. So this is my typical Indian spice box. Generally, most of the Indian families have that in their kitchen. I don't know if you can see them, all the spices. But one of the spice or seeds each Indian household generally has is fenugreek seeds, and you can get that in any grocery shop. So you can have one packet of that and use it to grow fenugreek. So I will show you how do you, out of these seeds, fenugreek seeds, how can we grow fenugreek greens. So basically, just take the fenugreek seeds, keep them in water, soak them in water for overnight or so, and then find a strainer. So I have a stainless steel strainer. Now after overnight soaking, you keep the seeds in the strainer and let it sprout. So after the sprouting is done, find another container, keep some water in that, dip the strainer, make sure your strainer is immersing a bit in that bowl of water, and make sure your sprouted fenugreek are getting some water, they are immersed in the water. Over the period of time, you will see fenugreek leaves start sprouting. So I'm now waiting. Now you can see there are roots in the bottom, and you can see. So I'm waiting for these leaves, and then I can make some fenugreek leaves recipes. So that is number one. By the way, you start smelling the fenugreek leaves when they are growing. You can keep them either indoors or outdoors. Indoors is fine. Just make sure you are changing the water every day so that they are growing well, the fenugreek leaves. Now another examples of what you can grow is from my spice box is coriander seeds. I don't know if you're able to see them. Coriander seeds. Again, you get them in any supermarket. We use these fenugreek seeds or coriander seeds in our food a lot. But basically what you can do with the coriander seeds, you need to crush them a little bit and then basically sow them in the soil. Now most of my coriander already used up. This is last bit of coriander remaining in the pot, but it takes time, of course. First you sow them in the soil, then cover with the soil, and don't forget to spray them every day. Don't overwater it, and slowly it will sprout and you will get your coriander leaves. great for garnishing salads or any recipes. So these are the two things you can grow very easily. Now from the seeds, what else you can grow is tomato. It's again very easy. I would suggest buy organic tomato, and whenever generally when I use tomato, a bit of part near this, the bottom part I don't use, and sometimes you can find the seeds over there. Otherwise you can find the seeds when you cut the tomato. So basically slice the tomato, make sure there are enough seeds, and just sow that tomato in the soil. And with that sort of seeds, you don't have to dry the seeds or do anything with those seeds. Just put your tomato slices in the soil. Tomato is the easiest one to grow. Only thing is it takes quite a while. So you'll have to wait for your tomato seeds to sprout and then become a plant, and after quite a long time it starts giving the tomato fruits. So here is my tomato plant, grown from one organic store-bought tomato. Quite a large plant. I'm quite amazed. It's strong and large plant over here, you could see. Now same is with the capsicum. I have capsicum as well. I don't know if you could see, but there are a few capsicums started appearing here. Yeah, the capsicum fruit. Now it is this capsicum as well. I have planted from the capsicum seeds of organic capsicum I bought from the store. And these two plants are very easy to grow. You just need to give them enough sunlight, regular water, not overwatering of course, and they just grow well. Now you can actually plant them together like how I have done it in the bigger pot of course, and they do quite well. So these are some of the plants you can grow from seeds, which are easily available at our home. These all seeds. Now other example I want to show you is how to grow greens or herbs from cuttings. So if you are buying greens or herbs from the store, basically have some cuttings with you, and you can propagate some more plants and have an unending supply of those greens or herbs. So here are a few examples. So one of which is basil. Now I have planted the basil from the in the coconut husk here, you could see. So basically when you buy basil, if you're buying basil for example in your regular grocery shopping, just find the get the cutting of a basil, keep few knots where you will see basil generally grow two leaves together at one knot. So cut in such a way that there are few knots over there, and then basically keep those cuttings in water for propagation. So I have kept one vegetable already here. So generally propagate basil, you could propagate, or lemongrass, another of my favorite. And after you start seeing the few bits of roots at the bottom of the cutting near the knots generally, or for lemongrass you will see at the bottom, plant them basically. So you can plant them. Here is my lemongrass. So I have planted, and now the new shoots of lemongrass are coming. Same is with the mint. Mint is very easy to grow. So this is one mint I have got. I planted from cuttings. And once you are able to plant the mint nicely, it keep on growing. This mint I planted 2 years back, and it's still going on and on. So you can have, and I have rather used a lot of mints here, mint leaves, and got another cuttings from here. That's why you don't see a very bushy mint plant. Otherwise mint can be very, very bushy. So that is another one from the cutting. Now you can now grow from seeds from cutting. And now another third type of growing food at home is from roots. So how you will grow from roots? So actually lemongrass is kind of an example of roots. There is another example of growing from roots is if you are buying celery, of course buy organic one, and the bottom part, bottom stalk of the celery, just cut it and propagate in the water and plant it. Here is my celery. You can see I have planted the root once the new root started appearing on the stalk, bottom of the stalk, and now my celery is growing quite well. Another example could be sweet potato. Now these things which are growing from roots is not going to give you a fruit. For example, my sweet potato is not going to give me another sweet potato, but I can get the leaves, which you can, these are edible leaves, and you can use it in, you can saute them if you grow enough leaves. It's a very tasty recipe. I have done that in olive oil and some garlic. Or you can just use them in salads or for garnishing. So basically you have supply of greens. Another example is garlic. So I have a garlic pot here, and I found this one which is already kind of sprouting. So I'm just going to plant it directly in the soil, this part at the bottom, and this should remain above the soil. So I'm going to plant them, and I do that quite a lot with the garlic because again, those garlic greens are very tasty for garnishing or to use in any recipes. So these are some of the examples, and I think that's how you could grow some vegetables and foods. It will basically reduce some of your trips to the supermarket, and it's so much fun to have greens around. Planting and experimenting with planting will be a lot of fun for you. It will help with your mental health, improving your mental health, and with kids it's a great project. Kids are generally excited to see how this works. So tribe, I hope you found some interesting tips and you will do it at your home as well. And see you next Monday with another tips and another video. Bye.